Hello and welcome back everybody. We're back playing Scrap Mechanic today. I am Stains and I've had another request. So today we're going to be building a Gatling tank. Now I have built something sort of like this in the past in a single player survival playthrough, but it's not a Gatling gun. It's more of a giant rapid fire shotgun. So today we're going to be building a modified version and actually making ourselves a nice Gatling gun. The first thing we need to sort out is, if this was a Gatling gun barrel, it's got a spin and it can only fire at the top gun. That's what makes it a Gatling gun. If all of them fire at the same time, then it's a shotgun. To achieve this, I think I'm going to do something like have a bearing in the middle with a bunch of sensors out the back. Come on, get to the right. There we go. One. Okay, proof of concept, even though I'm pretty positive this is going to work because it's just 4 spinning barrels connected to sensors. I will obviously use ammunition and stuff for the real gun, but this is just testing, so what we need to do is make that shoot much faster, much faster, and maybe add in some more barrels. Okay, so I've put on some extra barrels here. I want to stand on top just to see if they still shoot all from, you know, a nice single point. Well, there's the odd one that steps out for some reason, but for the most part that works. So something along the lines of this we're going to use to make ourselves a Gatling tank. But again, it needs to fire far more ammunition than that. Let me see what I can come up with. I've got a basic setup here now. I've got the barrels on... well, none of that's very important. The only bit you need to know for now is I use 4 bearings stacked to create a bit of a gearbox and give me a high rotation speed. Now I just need to quickly connect potatoes to the guns and then we can test fire this. Four guns to each canister. Oh. We've got 250 potatoes in each canister. I want to see how long 2 full ammo containers are actually going to last. So test firing 1, here we go. Oh, and that's firing over here even though it's triggering up there. I need to move this over 90 degrees. That's interesting. I don't know, I was kind of expecting a higher fire rate than that, to be honest. That's really pretty easy on the ammunition. I've got it working a little better now, so when I push the button... whoa, drop my lift a bit, so hopefully we can see a bit further down. Yeah. We get a pretty consistent stream of ammunition firing from the top and very rapidly. So now that I've just filled up the ammo container, as you can see it shoots very rapidly, but it doesn't burn through the ammunition that fast, so you can still actually get a lot of time on your gun before you have to reload. And having 1 ammo container full of potatoes is a very easy thing to achieve. So I think hooking my gun up with the 2 ammo containers is going to be brilliant because a full container lasts quite some time. Now I need to build a truck underneath this. As for the bodywork, I'm thinking something similar to the shredder tank that I've built in the past because it's very agile, and that's what this needs to be. Lightweight and fast on the battlefield so it can get in, unload and get out. I tidied the design up a little bit, made it a bit more lightweight because the bearings were sagging a bit. I've added in a few extra bearings now. We've got 7 to make us spin, stacked rather than just the 4 I originally had. and I've also included an AND gate now so that when we stop firing, the gun stops shooting, because we used to waste a lot of ammunition while the gun was spinning in the opposite direction to reposition itself because of the controller. So now we only shoot when I push the button. And yes, as you can see, it has a much higher fire rate. I believe it now qualifies as a Gatling gun. Right, so back to building the tank vehicle thing. I'm starting to get somewhere with it. I know it's still very ugly. I will work on that. I'm just trying to roughly place things out. But for now, we have all our wheels, our steering. There's going to be 5 electric engines that drive the turret, and, well, 4 for the turret, 1 for the actual tank. Controls are going to be in here. I've hooked everything up. I've had to take out a few blocks here to make sure there's enough space for the turret to revolve, but unfortunately this thing is a little bit not great. Yeah, I'll show you why. So we get to drive around, that's all good. We can raise and lower our turret at our whim. We can rotate the turret to wherever we see fit. But the problem is, no matter where you put the turret, for example, all the way down, and fire, the recoil will always lift the turret. So you have to constantly aim to stay on target. But other than that, it works really well. It's a little bit nuts. A little bit too nuts, to be honest. Alright, so now we have 1 times stupid Gatling gun. Let's see if we can't tidy it up a little bit, put some paint on it, eh? And so we have a small lightweight Gatling tank now. Let's head down here. I've set up a couple of targets. Let's see if we can't hit them. There's a couple stacks of explosives. We can shoot quite far, but I'm going to make this quite easy on myself and come quite close. So I should be able to aim there and fire. Oh, I missed. Need to go over. Oh, wrong buttons. We got that one though. Now let's scoot across and get this one. And perfect. It's missing a beat on the fire mechanism. What? Ah, that's why. Because we're only shooting half our bullets. I've accidentally painted one of our mechanisms. There we go. That's why that took so long. Let's try that again, hey? So if we fire... There we go. I think I'm going to have to set up some more targets now. But that's okay. That's not a problem. We can do that easy enough. I've put the targets a little further away this time, hoping I'm going to have to add some elevation to our shot and see if I can't aim us in there. Oh, wrong button, that's why. Oh, we got that one. Well, it works really well when you don't keep pushing all the wrong buttons. 1 and 2 will lift it up and down. 4 and 5 will turn it left and right, and number 3 will fire. So it's pretty simple to operate when you don't push all the wrong buttons. Oh, 4. Okay, let's try that. Nope. I think that got it. It was a terrible hit, but we got it. I think I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. This is Mark 1 of the Gatling tank. We can come back and improve it in time, make the gun a bit better. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.